Welcome once again, and today we are going to start with the fourth poem that is prescribed in Flamingo CBSE Board Class 12th. It's a very beautiful poem entitled A Thing of Beauty. It is written by John Keats, who was a romantic poet and has been called as the most sensuous poet. Here in this extract of Endymion, we will find why John Keats has been called as a Greek, or why the term Hellenism has been associated with John Keats. So let's start with line by line interpretation and explanation of the poem and see why this poem and why this poet is so much important that he has been prescribed in intermediate or senior secondary classes, not only in UP board but also in CBSE. In UP board, his poem La Belle Dame Sans Merci has been prescribed, and here in CBSE, A Thing of Beauty. So let's start with A Thing of Beauty, that is the fifth poem of poetry section in Flamingo. A thing of beauty is joy forever. The poet starts with his own opinion about beauty. He says, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. A thing which is really beautiful. A thing that represents true beauty is a joy forever. It gives you joy that is everlasting. Its joy, its happiness never comes to an end. Whenever you look at it, whenever you come in contact with it, you will feel joy, and it will never fail to scatter beauty all over. A thing of beauty is always full of joy. Its loveliness increases. It is such a thing which never loses its luster, its beauty. With the passage of time, when everything, every aspect of nature loses its beauty, a really beautiful thing becomes more lovely, becomes more temperate, becomes more beautiful than ever. Its beauty increases with time. It will never pass into nothingness. Another quality of true beauty is that it never passes into nothingness. It means it never comes to an end. There is no ceasing point where it stops scattering its beauty, or it stops attracting others towards it. It has no close. It is everlasting. It never comes to an end. But will keep a bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of sweet dreams. A thing of beauty never makes you restless. Sometimes we think that the aspects which we see and we become restless to possess it, to see it, to find it, is a real thing of beauty. But it is all wrong a notion. The poet says, true beauty never makes you restless, but it is a power that keeps a bower quiet for us. That is beauty. Bower means a place where creepers and trees make a very beautiful scenery, a very beautiful place where you feel the peace of mind. In Hindi you call it kunj. But will keep a bower quiet for us. Beauty is the thing that keeps a bower quiet for us so that we can enjoy its beauty. And a sleep full of sweet dreams, and it never makes us restless. It gives peace, it gives sweet dreams. Whenever we are slept, it makes us dream good things, beautiful things, sweet things. And health and quiet breathing. As we have already discussed, it never makes you restless. But the thing which is really beautiful, it gives you sweet dreams, it makes you healthy, it does not harm your health, and it does not make you pant, make you suffocated. It quietens, it calms your breathing also. Therefore, on every morrow we are wreathing a flory band to bind us to the earth. And this is the reason, because true beauty gives us good dreams, true beauty gives us good health, true beauty makes us calm, it makes us breathe quietly. Therefore, on every morrow, morrow has been used here for tomorrow, that is poetic diction. Very often the poets make their own diction to suit the rhyme scheme, the rhythm of the line of the poetry. Here, morrow has been used for tomorrow. And this is the reason that on every morrow, on each tomorrow, on each coming day, for each next day, are we reading a floating band in hope of finding that beauty, that true beauty. We make wreath. Wreath means garland, and here this garland is used to express a chain, a strong chain that binds us, and this chain is flowery. This chain is made up of flowers. A very beautiful chain is this beauty with which we bind ourselves to the earth, because we think this earth is beautiful and there are many aspects of beauty on this earth. Spite of despondence. Spite of is another poetic diction that has been used. It is used for in spite of. The real phrase is in spite of, but here used as a poetic diction, and the poet says spite of. In spite of despondence of inhuman death, of noble natures. In spite of the lack of noble natures, the poet says there is inhuman dearth, there is inhuman want, there is inhuman scarcity of good nature here on this earth. And in spite of, there is despondence, there is sadness, there is grief everywhere. And in spite of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways, in spite of the earth's being full of gloomy days, full of the days on which we feel grief, we feel sadness, of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways, and in spite of it, that we are surrounded with lots of ways, lots of means, but all are in dark. We have to tread on, we have to walk on the dark ways. The unhealthy things are there scattered all over, and these unhealthy and darkened ways are made for us to search, to find for ourselves that aspect of beauty which we dream of. Yes, in spite of all. He says, yes, in spite of all these bad things, in spite of all these gloomy things, all these sad things, all these things that are full of grief, all the ways that are full of darkness, nothing is to live peacefully in this world. Even then, in spite of all these bad things, yes, In spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pall. In spite of all these bad, all these demoralizing things, all these unhealthy things, all these darkened ways, some shape of beauty moves away the pall. Every morning, every tomorrow, there is some shape of beauty whose aspiration lies in our mind. It awakens us. It washes away all the darkness that, like a pall, is there on our spirits. And we are awakened to find, to search that aspect of beauty which no doubt exists on this earth. In the hope of finding it, we wake up every morning. Such the sun, the moon, trees old and young sprouting a shady moon, and such aspects of true beauty which I say about. They are the sun, the moon, the old trees, the young trees. They develop a shady moon. They develop a shade where simple sheep can find shelter. They can find the peace and comfort. And such are daffodils. And one of these aspects is daffodils, the flowers like daffodils, or also the aspects of beauty with the green world they live in. They bloom here in the world, which is our world, full of greenery and clear rills. One of these aspects is the clear rills, the clear fountains, the clear streams of water that for themselves a cooling covert make. And they all make a cooling covert for us, to give us shade, to give us calm, to give coolness to our feverish spirits. Against the hot season, whenever the season is hot, the hot season has been depicted here for the tough time in our life. Whenever there is tough time of life, there are certain shades, there are certain coolness that we can get under the lap of nature, under all those things that are beautiful, and they give us peace, they give us coolness, they give us comfort. The mid-forest brake. Such a beautiful thing is the forest brake that is found in the middle of the jungle. Brake is used for the bushes that are of fern. Those fern bushes in the middle of the forest are also the aspects of beauty, rich with the sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms. How beautiful scenery is there in the jungle, in the forest. If you go there and find the musk roses, they are in bloom. And such too is grandeur of the dooms. And those dooms which are made to show the pomp, to show the beauty of the great people, they also look beautiful. We have imagined for the mighty dead. We always imagine about those beautiful and great people, and their memory lies in the beautiful domes that have been erected on their graves. They are also beautiful. All lovely tales that we have heard or read, all the tales are beautiful. All the stories are beautiful about which we have heard, we have read about. And endless fountain of immortal drink. And that endless fountain which is immortal, which is endless. The ink with which these stories, these beautiful tales have been written and gives impression to beauty, gives birth to beauty, pouring onto us from heaven's brink. It seems that all these beautiful things rain upon us from that immortal ink with which a writer writes beautiful things, with which a poet writes beautiful poem. Here ends the poem. I think the explanation is quite clear to you. If you have any doubt, you can write to us in the comment section, and for the notes that is useful for board examination also, the link is given in the description. Follow that link and you will find the notes also. Even if you find there is something you can discuss or you need discussion, you can write to us in comment, or if you have the WhatsApp number, you can send your questions to me. I'll surely attend to all your queries, because we have promised to make learning easier than ever.